Hey, what's going on everyone? Vega here for Serpent X Tech, and for the past few days, ever since my house was hit by lightning, I was unable to get this rack Helium Hotspot to connect. Right now in its bare form, without its shell, I finally was able to get it connected. I want to share what I experienced that might help you out. So you've been sitting waiting for your Helium node to connect for days and sync the blockchain, and it's still not showing on the Helium network. There might be a reason, and it might be your Wi-Fi. Let me explain. And here's the shell for that rack Helium Hotspot. I just got to put it all back together, but I was doing things like swapping out the micro SD and troubleshooting as best I can, only to find out that that wasn't the actual issue. And it wasn't just on my rack hotspot, it was also happening to my Finstra miner, where this light was blinking either yellow, which means it was failing to get connection or sync the blockchain, or blue, where it was trying to look for a connection but wasn't connecting at all. Lo and behold, I found out that it was my router. So this isn't the router that's currently online. As you can see, it's just sitting here. This is the one that got hit by lightning that started this whole thing. This is a Wi-Fi 6 AX88U. I have a Wi-Fi 7, or the newer brother of this particular router. It's a beefy router, 8 ports, does the good job, good range, and I can use AI mesh with it. But there's two features on this thing and the newer Wi-Fi 7 router that was causing issues, and I actually experienced this before. One of them is called multi-link operation, or MLO, right? And so I have an IoT network here that I connect all my little smart devices to, maybe some smart thermostats, some smart outlets, some, my refrigerator, my oven, whatever. So the MLO, or multi-link operation, was one thing that was impacting it, but the main one that got me was this guy, Smart Connect, where it automatically connects the device to the appropriate 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz channel, but it's supposed to swap between AI mesh nodes and the appropriate channels. However, like I said, I experienced this before, and one of those devices was something like the NerdAxe or the BitAxe. For some reason, they would not like to connect when Smart Connect is on. What's funny is the Smart Connect is on my Wi-Fi 7 device, or my router, and this guy and the BitAxe are connected just fine. So is MLO, multi-link operation. But the nodes, the Helium nodes, would not connect no matter what troubleshooting steps I was able to do. So after days of waiting, which it can take about a day and a half for the Helium node to sync with the Helium blockchain and show up, and multiple troubleshooting steps, I just moved the Helium nodes onto its own 2.4 gigahertz network. I believe the rack can do 5 gigahertz. I think the Finstra likes 2.4. So either way, I finally was able to get them online and connect. And after a day of waiting, they finally started to show up here on the network map, and it was good to see. So if you are experiencing issues where your Helium hotspot will not connect, no matter what troubleshooting steps you do, it may be your Wi-Fi or wireless configuration settings. And again, I was even connected via Ethernet cable on the rack hotspot, but it still would not connect to the network. So it was my network configuration that was messing me up. So if you have Smart Connect on your wireless router, MLO on your wireless router, it could be impacting you, but it could be a number of things that could also stop your Helium hotspot from working. With that said, that was my issue. Now I can get this back into its frame, get the antenna properly connected because it's not having a good DBI right now. But if this helped you out in any form, or if you're experiencing this yourself in some form or factor or way, or I can't even talk today, please let me know in the comments. Very strange. I've seen Smart Connect get in the way of the BitAxe and NerdAxe in the past. I never saw it with this until I upgraded to the Wi-Fi 7 router, but there could be something else in my Wi-Fi 7 router that is just causing the issue. So making a separate dedicated 2.4 or 5 gigahertz non-Smart Connect, non-MLO multi-link operation is what got my hotspots back up and running. Hopefully it helps you out in some form or fashion. But do me a favor on the way out. Make sure you hit that like button, get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you and have a wonderful day.